Even when I didn't know what I wanted to do, I still kind of knew. And even when I did know what I wanted to do, there was still something new that I knew I already knew. At this point now, the answer is new. Simply new. Starting something new, forever new. Something past, something present, something future. Now can never be now. Now is always in the past, the present, or the future. So, what does one do? Well, to that I say, we continue to strive for something new. Something we might not have expected. Something a little bit different. But still new. New is new. And I hope you're ready for something new. So, what shall we do? Not something old, but something new. Forever new. Just like the past, the present, or future, new is something that's conceptually old. Everything old is new, everything new is old. So how can we truly have something new? Well, why not create our own space, our own genre? Something truly new.
Now's the time.
I think it's time we do something different. A little crazy. Let's do something new. Boo. Oh my. Whoa. I'm just sometimes a little guy. Starting out, doing something new. I never know what I'm doing, for the most part. It's always something new. And even then, half the time, I never knew what it is I ought to do. Blech. So, to something new, we say, it's not the same. It's a little bit different, maybe a little scrunkly. The only through line I've ever had is the fact that this you thing is always there. And maybe not square, sometimes I'm just, a fluid being that flibs and flops and ebbs and flows. What else, Captions, where did you go? Whoa! Oh! Heary! Bring out the captions for all to see. There we go. Or you see, stuck in one space is not really a good place for me. I think the art world needs to be more expansive. Anyone who does, especially more new age mediums, unless you make it the most pretentious of things, it's often just stuck being devalued in the art sphere by, galleries and things like that. You're just making content, they say. Why is that not art too? If we can put stickers of "this is not art" on chairs and call that art, then I think we should be able to make memes and say, yes, this should be in the gallery. It's somewhat more specific than that. It can be much more so about the intention, design. Interdisciplinary, maximalist, campy, different by design. It's just like this all the time. What else are you gonna do? Oh, expect me to do the same old things? No. Never really been what made sense for me. So, in enacting a movement for something new, the classic old art movement type thing, you write a big old little manifesto. I can't do that. You think I'm gonna hand in a painting for a painting class? No. You think I'm gonna hand in a typed out essay to a professor? No. I had a giant poster I made that I duct taped to his door, and then put all of the paper components, slid those under the door, and then it had a thing saying that the email has all the digital components of all the other supporting sources. Because I took pictures of all my notebook things, and I'm like, I'm not gonna submit those. I mean, yeah. We could have Crazy Frog in the MoMA. We've probably had worse things, and more upsetting things put in the MoMA. Pretentious art is good in a lot of ways. And most people just get upset about it simply because it's difficult to understand why we're supposed to think so highly of a banana duct tape to a wall. It's about the theatrics. It's about the showmanship and the stunt. So, understand when you do an over-the-top piece or something seemingly super simplistic. It's about the idea of what it's asking. Art is about asking a question. So, art is incomplete without the viewer. You can't have the thing without someone to respond to the question. It's all about make a statement, pose a question. And that's part of the problem with this confusionness of me. The answer is quite simply, I'm all about asking questions, and most people don't even know where the question starts or ends. You do a whole bit where you're like fake Deadpool, and then you're like drinking your Tim Hortons ghost mug and stuff. No one's gonna really see that reference for the most part. And it adds to the flavor text. It just makes it fun. It's parody, but it's also adding to the whole design of critique. From the start, I have always been about integrating within the culture of content creation, and yet also asking why things are the way they are. I genuinely don't understand most of it. Truly. It might not be my cup of tea. That could be part of the issue. And yet also, I spend nothing but most of my time just analyzing things, and I'm just like, I don't want this frustration or upset to be the way things ought to be. I want to see more of the absolute weirdness and wonders in the world. So I know there's so many of them out there, and yet I don't see them or hear them, and I want more of that for everyone. So instead of being gated off in my little gallery lands, I brought the art and the weirdness, the pretentious questions, into a fun time for people to come on in and say, why are you dressed as a banana and trying to make them be appealing? To prove a point. Banana suits should not be sexy, and yet they can be? Appeal. It's about the presentation. It's about what you are signifying and how you present yourself, not about how you actually are. It's not about a physical appearance. It's not about wearing the fancy shoes. It's about what these items you curate in displaying yourself are articulating to other people. That's how it works. Plain and simple. And yet, you sometimes just have to become a sexy banana in order to prove that. I am still terrified of those pictures. It's fine. they can hide. They can live in other places, beyond the reaches of the world. So, what is new? It's a refusal to be one thing. Maximalism to its core. It's digital and corporeal. It's something old, it's something new. It's striving to continually try and pick something different each week and say, hey, I don't know how to do pretty much any of this, and yet we're gonna do this thing. That's what's happened. I've gone through so many phases of, I can't operate a basic microphone, to now I make, like, half 2D, 3D sets, and have a fake restaurant design on a mobile cart stand. Magical. Magical. If this is what it takes to innovate, then I am all for it. Because I don't want the same. I want to keep pushing forward. I want new. I want it all. Interestingly, goofily new. And whilst things that I might already know are not necessarily new, they might be new to you. And so, to that I say, why write a manifesto explaining new when we could instead just make a fun scrapbook thing with lots of pretty colors and glitter? I didn't bring the entire bin of glitter. There's probably enough on the floor from the glitter beard, so that's fine. We ask for something new. To do things weirder, differently, peculiarly, just new. I've never seen Elle from Death Note sit on a chair the way I am. I'm perched on the armrest. Popping the squat perch on the armrest. Though I think there's also something digitally new we ought to show you. Without further ado, front and center, VTuber. Yes. Alrighty. In position. Are you ready? No? Well, too bad, you're getting it anyways. Let us start. We had the papery times. Oh yeah, look at this. Paper power. Boom. We had the sexy fish. Oh yeah, look at that booty. That fish of power. Boom. We have yet to properly traumatize everyone with this one. Hi! Whoa! Look at that. Ah! We have the original paper with updated eyes. So I think this one had the best tracking. Whoa! Boom. And we have gone back to paper. Something old, something new. Except I can be a cool worm. Right? Right? Worms are cool. Magical worm? Transformation. Oh my gosh. My glasses look so cute on this. Oh, I'm a cute little worm. Happy worm, happy worm. Gotta do a little wormy dance. Wow! Boom. Meow, meow, bow, meow, bow, bow. It's not every day you get to be this fluffy and cool. So, towards the innovations of making new. Yes, I know worms are cool. That's why they're my heroes. I feel like I'm gonna have to explain this again someday. Worms are my heroes. I don't have captions on here. Oh no. I summon you, captions. Boom. There we go. I know I'm sometimes so slow on bringing the captions and like subtitlings. However, I do my best to make sure they're actually like baked into stream. Because that's part of not being hidden away in a gallery at times. Not every gallery will actually put in the work to make it more accessible. So, in being a public figure-y thing of the internet more widely available, it's nice to be able to add captions and subtitles, even if sometimes it's an absolute disaster. Sup, captions? Point proven. I did not say soap. I said sup. No! Captions! Why? Yeah. I still love a crab nana baby. They're such a little bean. You're a good crab nana loaf. You loafed our way into everyone's hearts. And now, it's not every day you get to see a little paper bagumba. I'm not even gonna look at how it tried to pronounce that. I surrender to the captions. It's not every day you see a little paper person who goes into their little paper kitchen and decides, oh, I'm just gonna like play with my cash register. Bling! Bop yap meow. Bring on the money monies. Bling. Excellent cash register. Good caching, good register. That's right. Instead of making a nice 2D background of other paper things or little objects, I made 3D. I had 3D objects that I put into the paper room for the paper person, for the paper peoples to hang out, and then I put in green paper in the entire little fake mock-up room, and then I put in this entire like setup where I had to re-correct the angle and all the furniture things from the green screen photos, just so that I could be a paper person in a paper cutout land with 3D objects. And while, yeah, right now it's currently just like chilling as essentially a paper-ish set, it's all like pre-done, I can, in fact, in future, if I line things up nicely, perspective be good, I will essentially have the ability to, interact with this in real time. You'll have a little paper person waddling around, and then I can just like reach in and add like little fake teacups, and of course, like open the cash register or the cupboards. It's all about the layers. Yeah, captions will never capture this performance. There's only so far you can get with captions alone. That's why I'm just a whole experience, you know? It took Basil, what was it, 5 years, I think? Yeah, it took Basil essentially 5 years to finally see the vision and understand. And by golly, I don't know what the other ones are on the list, but it's one of the top 3 like most like eye-opening experiences and like aha moments he's had in his life. And I'm like, man, that's cool. I really appreciate that. It only took 5 years for you to understand, but like, damn. That's great. That's such a great feeling. It's really great to know that people can see the vision in some way and they like what's happening. And with that, I'm going to hopefully not destroy OBS and bring us back to Frigid. Oh wait, no, we need to go to the crime scene kitchen first. Get over to the crime scene kitchen. Get to the kitchen. Alright, we're back in the kitchen. Let me get kitchenly sized. This was the first concept of all the layers. I can literally open all of these cupboards painfully. I could actually probably animate it so they open like cool now. And yet, this is just an absolute nightmare of layers. Absolute nightmare. However, if we go back on over to Frigid. Boom. I have something interesting to show you. This could be such a cool virtual escape room. I know other people have done virtual escape rooms. I don't know their stylings per se. But hey, if we can have like this letter up here with writing on it, and you can then read it, and I can make it like do a close-up view, like, man, that's so cool. And also, furthermore, I have realized the powerful tools at my fingertips, per se. For you see, I can make a really interesting thing happen here. We're just gonna scoot on over to the kitchen. Oh no. I have somehow... Oh, I know what I did. Ah! Okay. That's just a taste of what could happen. For if you actually see how it's supposed to go, you'll know that this will connect to a different room. That's right. Unbelievable, isn't it? I can change rooms around the world, around the world. Where you see, I can change rooms. Bang. Oh no. That was not supposed to happen. Oh dear. Oh my. Woo! That's kind of fun. Well, that was certainly an experience. Interesting little stroll around the room here. Interesting indeed. Indubitably. There we have it. We managed to get around the room. That's about doing something new. I could probably chain and link a bunch of these together somehow. It's all about the sequence. And the crab loaf. Crab Nana, where are you? There you are. Ah. Alright, back in the fridge. We're not talking anymore. These are just a few such things of doing something a little bit new. Although sometimes you realize you forgot to fill that void from like ages ago in the story. I'm just gonna go check on that. Don't mind this. Well, that's definitely a void. Still pretty sparse in here. We'll think of something. Alright, I'm just gonna scooch on over here. What a place. The void is definitely something. Though honestly, I don't know what to make of it half the time. Sometimes, I think we all need some bananas. Bananas are very important to this, I think. And bananas are fun. So, let's bring on the bananas. Oh, I understand now. Haha. Boom. Alright. I know sometimes the banana is just too much for people. Get over it. The banana's cool. I went through a bunch of archives earlier. Oh my gosh. I went through all the old banana photos and some other like video backlog I had. And my goodness. I'm fearful. I'm afraid. The amount of times I managed to like just be unable to drink water from a water bottle is beyond compare. I never expected to see myself be a banana suit salesman. And alas, one day, soon, the gamer bench must be unveiled. 'Cause I know what I want as my new seating option of choice. I want a proper goofily gaming bench. Alright, enough television for now. I'm done with that. Absolutely done with that. Go somewhere goofily. Meh. Boom. Oh, hi! We're here! Wow. I kind of forgot about this. Oh my gosh! I forgot about this being here. Hey! I forgot to say that in part of being new and yet old, I refuse to move forward without other people. I've never wanted to be solely successful. There's a reason I will do absolutely absurd things for other people. I am not really specifically self-motivated. I am much more of an externally motivated person. I get the most enjoyment from just making things. That's what I do. That's what I enjoy. I am very happy to sit and make my drawings and doodles and just enjoy the process. One of my favorite things, like, I like making cursed banana memes. Very amusing. I have a good old laugh. And yet, I want nothing more than to be able to share that with other people. Because I like ideas, and I think they're valuable, and they deserve to be shared. So I will go out of my way to make a weird, elaborate display to explain an idea, even if, for the most part, no one knows what on earth is happening. That's fine. It happens. And yet here we are. I don't want to move forward without other people. I don't like being in an isolated void bubbles thing. I would like to be somehow understood one day. And I think many people also want understanding. So, in the spirit of I refuse to move forward without other people, we are actually doing a charity month thing. So, for the month of December, and I mean, it's already starting before December, but shush! It's whatever season I decide it is. You can do absolutely absurd things. As in, you can get awful, cringeworthy, sexy banana photo. We can do more terrible memes. You can make me suffer through all of Nyaneko Sugar Girls. It's like almost an hour, and there's at least about 5 minutes or more of an anime cat girl just screaming because she was bit by a rabid squirrel. I am going to have a terrible time. I will draw fan art of it because I don't like to show screen while I'm watching something. It's a everyone watch along type deal for me to react to stuff. It's just my choice. Because I want to support the other people to make even the most. I'm crying. What is this crazy cat girl thing of things? That's just how I roll. I know for a lot of people, it can be genuinely confusing. I'm a direct person. I don't know how to explain it any other way. I will make stuff or share stuff to people, and I just won't share or post it publicly because it was just for that person. It doesn't have to be shared or shown. It's just how I am. I couldn't even conceive of being any other way. It's kind of an issue. This is the person who didn't understand the function of a bell notification button, who did YouTube for 6 months before understanding what that does. I'm not joking. For more than a year, I would just go onto a social media thing every single day, multiple times a day, and then navigate to a person I followed to just see if they had posted something, and then be like, oh, okay, nothing? Good. And then carry on. And I'm like, oh, there's a thing now. Red? Good. Okay. I didn't understand I could just be given a notification that something had happened. And that's how it is. Why hand in a painting when you can make sand art and cook it up in a frying pan and make an awful ASMR out of it? Why make a painting for class when you could duct tape your body to make a base form of a human and then run around in a parking lot with it with a long Furby inside because it's funny? And make that into a 2-scale sculpture of yourself to then do a projection on as a statement piece about, like, being lifted and then weighed down by things of, like, reaching for the stars but having, like, constraints because you can only reach as far as, like, your roots. Metaphors! Yup. Yeah. I enjoy having the absolute chaotic adventures that I have gone on. Making a parody of Time of My Life with fish that you puppeteer to have dance with paper outfits on a fake stage to sing a song parody. Having gone on multiple dates with fish. Like, fish? Why? No one even asked me to do this, I just did. It is a problem sometimes. So, it is a month of giving. We have the whole goals and things to do absolutely meme-worthy stuff. They're not all revealed yet, and I am more than open to suggestions. It goes to 2 great charities to help support mental health. And if we hit some big goals in this sphere, yeah, you will actually get me to go and do a pole dancing class lesson, and I will film this absolute chaotic, carnageful experience. Yeah, it's gonna be a time. And I will suffer through non-necro showgirls if I have to. We also have other festive things. Oh, it's just in the... Wait, I can fix this. Is that better? Yes, I think so. These arbitrary random goals that I made like months ago that... Oh, it's probably way too... That's illegible. Ooh boy, that's illegible. Well, we actually achieved the 50 goal of fake parody products. Yeah. We actually had channel goals that I didn't actually properly iterate to anyone, but they've just kind of existed here, kind of visible for like a long time now. Don't worry about it. We'll have a sultry socktacular at 69 because it's a fun number. And if we hit 100 subscribers or subscribers, we'll actually do 100 cards. I like making cards. What can I say? This is why I'm not writing a manifesto. I'm making a cool little scrapbook card thing to explain new. Because I reject sticking to one thing. I'm a maximalist all the way. So, digital and corporeal is the arts. It is the artistry. Alright. Move all this bagluncle. We gotta make room for cards. Because remember, it's all in the heart of the cards. More so, I just feel it's better for me to just stay at this table rather than the other table, because, oh, there's gonna be stuff everywhere. I'm gonna just need both tables. Plain and simple. So, let us get these tables tably organized. You'll understand. I just don't want to make loud noises, so I'm gonna mute briefly. See, it was a good thing I muted because I smacked you with a pipe cleaner by accident. It was unintentional, I swear. Now, we actually have an archive of papers. We have no can flu. The original banner for the channel was actually printed. I had printed out the digital drawing so that I could then do a whole set where it's like I fall out from the, you know, I fall out from the YouTube banner things and stuff, and we end up in the magical world of it. Oh, and the chips, the Graven chips. Oh, green. Well. I do not get that reference, Bird. Thank you, though. Oh, and some of the other paper outfits. Again, it's angry about green, but just trust me, it's pretty colors. And like the little skirt. Frog. Look at him, he's so cute. Oh, and then I don't know where the other little bit on, but the apron. This is the apron. It's physically made of paper. That's just how we roll. That's what we do. Little shopping bag, the shorts, and vest. Bam. I love making all the paper outfits. It was so fun. So, I can actually use these papery outfit bits in the scrapbooking. And the pie. Ignore the key lime pie being purple. It's fine. It's cool like that. And whilst I need to definitely make a bunch more paper, I have plenty of samples of papery bits. Oh, it's bright. Oh. Yeah, paper that has glitter in it. And like there's different types of making the paper. Yeah, so you can kind of see the texture is frumply. I didn't flatten it. And then we also had the very, you know, crunchy paper. It's crunchy. And that is a result of using a mortar and pestle to try and grind paper into a pulp. Not my best move. But there is little bits of glitter in all the papers. And the paper going forward is actually going to be made up. I write almost all my notes on paper, despite having ample technological devices to write on. I'm just like, nah, paper. So whenever I have note sheets that I've compiled the stuff I need from them still, or like to-do lists that I'm done with, they get into this big collection, and then I like rip up all the paper and make pulp with a blender or food processor now. It's perfect, it's poetic, it's recycling, it's building up. Yeah. Lots of papery bits. Aww, I forgot I had a little tag that says like you in here. Or no, it can. Because it's split up. It's you can, and it's split up. And the original you can. Boom. And of course, I have fun papers. We have Pop of Roses. We have Glitter Nightmare Fuel. I'm very proud of the Glitter Nightmare Fuel. Ooh, no attacking paper. But I must say, I don't think I want a ginormous book. So, I want probably chop this down. Because I'm gonna actually use, like, board for it. I want to kind of, like, condense this in size. I want to do pop-outs. As you haven't even seen the leaves. Oh, there we go. I have so much fun paper trinkets. And I have, like, big dome for, like, googly. Googly! Yeah. And snack themed. I have little snack themed things. I have collected so much fun little stampy bits. And I think we should do scrapbooking more. I forgot about the mermaid set. Oh my gosh. Mermaid set is so pretty. It's so pretty. Look at it. Cool mermaids. Like, these are gorgeous. And I have film strips, overlays in purple. Yes. Excellent. I think we are set to make a beautiful manifesto. So, first off, as much as I want to get to decorating, I gotta trim this. I did not bring the big cutting board for it, so I'm gonna just brute force it. I don't think I have the right blade on the cut machine, so we're gonna do a good old chop. Would I make a square or rectangular book? No. No, make it frumpy and goofy. So, let's make a peculiar shaped book. Let's make it a heart thing. Heart. Okay, that is painful. Not quite a good curve. We're just gonna have to accept at this point, though. I must declare, you have to understand, worms are great. Not just like the little earthworm friends. The worms. Worms! I have to... Everyone has their, like, idols or heroes type thing. Mine are the worms! I love the fast worms, they're great. And I have to finish making a cool gift thing for them. So, I have to come up with a really good idea, because they were so nice to me. Okay, we got a shape. The shape is kind of leaf, kind of heart. And I want to do like a cutout, probably. So I want to attempt to recreate this shape for the most part, for the back. It's like a little leaf book. Oh, I just realized that. That's cute. Alright. Line it up. Ready, set, chop. Yes! We're back in chopping form. When you practice your axe throwing for years, you will one day get into peak chopping form. And then, you'll go on to Master Chef and rule as chop of the block. I mangled combining so many different television shows. Oh my goodness. It truly is an art form, you know? It's not every day you have managed to make it so that you cannot distinguish Murder, She Wrote from Murdoch Mysteries. Or just Murdoch, like... I have ruined it for Craven. They would always watch those back-to-back on the network we would watch it on, and so we ended up with Murdoch, She Wrote as what we called both the shows. We could not distinguish them anymore. We could tell which show was which, but whenever we tried to name them, oh no, we just couldn't. It's just Murdoch, She Wrote. It's baked in. I am a person of many peculiar skills and ideas. variety by design, variety by choice. That's the only thing that made sense. And in this manifesto explanation, one of the biggest limitations and most commonalities of creations is simply that it's limited by whatever I have the capacity or skill to do or make at that time. Because I never wanted it to be perfect. That was never the goal. It was about chasing the idea and making something to the best that I could with my skills. And being able to work flexibly to ebb and flow with the limitations of my knowledge. Murdoch, she wrote. Alright, we've got the book base. And we'll have to, like, punch through to make all the bitsy bobs. Well, that's a start. We've got book base. I just realized that I don't have to wear my shoes. And I had a fluffy carpet underneath, like just a little rug thing. And I've never actually enjoyed having the fluffy rug underneath. Because I just wear shoes all the time like a maniac. But hey, I finally got to experience the joy of fluffy rug on feet. Even if I'm wearing goose socks. And that is another part of the charm. The whole goose socks and stuff, and like just sock themed in general, was literally just based on a joke. It was a pun. A great pun. It was when feet were just like the new thing. That was the it thing. And it really doesn't matter if it's genuine or not. People would just like make jokes about like, oh yeah, like foots, feets, and grippers. And I was like, alright, I raise you, I'll make a sultry sock magazine. And so I did. Because I thought it was a fun thing to do based on a joke someone made, and I was like, I think this is fun and enjoyable. Like, it doesn't have to be upsetting or weird by any means. It's just a good time. And honestly, it ended up not even being sultry for the most part, the socks. It was more so just like the socks had their own story. You're just like seeing into their lives. Cool socks. No, I messed up the shape. Shape correction. Ah! Oh no, come on. Yep. Damn that a little bit. Yep, and I gotta... Yep. Tiny little sniplet. Ah. Yes! Look at this glitter block. Glitter block glitter. Haha! It's so shiny! Oh my gosh, yes. Glitter time. Glitter divine. Now, I think at this point, the mainstay question should be, what needs to be cut out before I, like, sandwich the book? Because again, we have, like, the dome thing that can go, like, boom. I think that's the main thing that's gotta be cut out for structure. So I need to match this dome shape, and then cut the dome shape out of this, because we can have cool, intricate designs underneath. But yeah, dome. Release the circles. Circles, open. Open the circle spheres. Oh no. Oh no! The circles sometimes have a domino effect of just not wanting to be squares or circles. They're just orbs. Ooh, these are so nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, I understand now. I always forget how these work, but the answer is you gotta seal them. Oh, it looks like a nice fascinator. Ooh, da-da. You gotta seal them, so it's like cut through and then sandwich something behind it. So if this is the cover, I gotta put paper behind it. Yeah. Alright. Let us summon a pencil. Alright, I got a pencil. I wasn't even sure I had a pencil. So, it looks like a good spot, right? Eyeballs, center. There we go. We're gonna go with that. It could be a cowboy hat. I still think it's more fascinator. May I take your hat, sir? I would take someone's hat if they were okay with it because I like hats. And I do not know the answer. Oh, Basil saw a cool vest and he was like, you would like this vest. I haven't shared the legendary bowling shirt story. Okay, forget all other ideas. Legendary bowling shirt story is what I need to create. I was gonna start making little animatics, and yeah. I was gonna start with a very classic story of how I've broken the only bone in my body, and yet, bowling shirt is the goal. Careful with your coughing fits, man. Oh, I actually need to come in from this circle slightly because it's like exact size. Aha! Thinking. This is what thinking ahead does. You thunk. Alright. Where is the chopping board? Give me the chopping board. I've got the chopping board. Oh, I don't think I brought my big X-Acto. I only have a craft knife. It's fine. He. My. Oh no, I'm gonna start singing on the earworms. Earworms can be fun. I still love the fast worms though. They're right, like I don't know. They would probably be like, you don't have to call us like idols or heroes or whatever type things. I'm just like, no, they're great. I love them. They're awesome. The worms are just best worms. Alright, I'm gonna start by doing sort of an inner base circle cutout. And I'm not moving the camera right now because I am chopping with a knife. And I don't want accidents. So deal with it, camera. Deal with probably... Okay, it's not quite just my forehead. Actually, I realized the other day, I was looking when I was testing some tech stuff, and like I had this big television, and the angle of the television, just like made forehead go long. And I was like, oh my gosh, why, how? But it was funny, and I enjoyed it. Yes, when you have fused all your bones together in your body to become one singular bone body. We are not the Fall Guy. I still think that the skeleton from the Fall Guys characters is like, why? Who decided this? Why? This was not information I was expecting. Oh goodness. Okay. I managed to poke through. And I probably mucked it up. Oh well. Alright, I gotta poke through again. I have had an awful time. I separated the knife from the thing by accident. Oops. What? How? What? Oh, hold on. I'm just having a confusing time with this. How is it not going back in? Oh, there we go. Okay, it's in. It's happy. Alright, I got 2 points through. Let's go here. Alright, alright. Because that'll just give it a better starting point for cutting with the scissors. Because it's like, I couldn't actually, like, dice it through. I know it's very soft to see. But yeah, essentially, have a base circle, and then I couldn't get it to cut all the way through with just the knife, so I had to improvise, and yeah, now I've just put the scissors through from one of the knife holes. So it started a cut, and now we just gotta like finish the deal. Seals the deal. I like to terrify people with the awful design choices for Mii's from the Wii that I've designed. Or, well, they technically still have Mii's for Switch, so yeah, I've just made some real interesting choices. I picked orange specifically as my, like, character color, because then I can have hats that look like a duck-billed beak. Oh, I'm such a lovely menace. And I still have more doors to make for knock-knock jokes. I am still disappointed in my lack of knock-knock joke knowledge. I used to, like, be able to tell them when I was a kid. I used to think I was good at them. And yet, I think most people just don't like knock-knock jokes in general, so maybe that was a bad place to start. However, I enjoyed them. There we go. Okay. We have a base circle. Boom. It needs to be a better base circle. This is not gonna work. It would be easier if I just papered on top. Oh, that actually is the easy. Well, no, I still have to get the circle correct anyways, so let's get the inner circle. Maybe, how do I do this? Okay. Inner circle, like the little bit I have to cover is like this yay tiny slivering in. So, I have the correct size. I need to move in yaste tiny slivering. So I'm just gonna manually draw an equidistant circle of that tiny sliver based on the outer circle, since I don't feel like getting measuring tools. And if we get it mostly on point, then we're good. And it's all good. Ow, dude. Boom. Alright. Witness. That's pretty circle what I've drawn for the inner circle. Now let's make that circle happen. Circle round, everyone. Okay, I mean, you know my food choices, so I see what you mean. Knock-knock jokes are like the cheese pizza of pizza, or jokes, I guess. But still, it's just like, I think most people would probably reach a point of like, they'll deny their enjoyment of knock-knock jokes. And little child me was like, I couldn't conceive of better jokes. I'm just like, this is peak. Oh, this is gonna be difficult to chop. Chop! Chop! Chop. Oh! Okay. Okay. Okay, it's chopping. Yeah, it's just not happy in that section. Ah. Come on now. Oh my goodness. Scissors be having a tough time. I mean, fair. And I just can't flip it because I won't be able to see the... wait, no. Ambidextrous! To the rescue! I mean, that's Bird's choice, man. You don't all have to find knock-knock jokes funny. The humor can just be that they are unenjoyable for people. Oh my gosh, why won't you chop? There we go. Just a bit more. These scissors are so mad at me. I don't know if I'm gonna win. Who will win? The scissors or the cardboard? Well, I mean, the scissors are still kind of cutting. Yep. Wow. And steady. Wins the race. Aha! In this corner, we have the scissors. In the other corner, we had the cardboard the scissors were cutting. Except they were actually all attacked by a giant rabbit. Shark. I didn't end the joke, it became a shark. Nah. Cardboard is not gonna win. Because shark beats cardboard, and cardboard only beats rock. And you know why that is? Because rocks don't really give you paper cuts. Cardboard can give you cardboard cuts, and those hurt. Rock cuts are a different type of cuts. So therefore, cardboard beats rock. Do you not enjoy my new version of rock, paper, scissors? I mean, we've already had, like, Lizard Spock. Why can't we have rock, cardboard, land shark? Now I want to just make a rock, cardboard, land shark. Ah! Except all of those would be defeated by the rock lobster. Glory to the rock lobster. Rock lobster to the rock lobster. Rock lobster. Rock. Lobster. Scissors! Yes! No. I like rock and lobster and scissors and shark of lands and cardboard. I will not give up on rock, lobster, scissors, shark, cardboard. Oh. I mean, actually, rock, lobster is a singular word, so I've missed a rock in that statement. Alright, we're getting there. We are almost... Okay. Let's check. Alright. It's not bad. Boom. So, there's a bit... Yeah, this side's got a bit... Other side's not too bad. That's pretty good. Man. I cooked. Alright, I'm gonna make note of the major issue areas. This has to go out further. Okay, like there. And then the other issue area was here. I'm just covered in cardboard now. Well, Better that than glitter. I like glitter. I just don't like the fact that I have found nothing but more and more glitter over a period of multiple weeks. Still on me somehow. Glitter beards are fearsome. They are powerful, powerful beards. And they are not to be trifled with. I'm telling you. The power of beards and glitter. Glitter, Lori, glam. Oh. Yeah. I think I gotta move this in more. Ah. Circles are just painful to cut. Ugh. Though some things aren't worth the time and effort to make happen. What? I am so confused. Thinking about Clavier Gavin hours? Did captions struggle with something I said? I think that's probably what happened. Or, as always, it is a reference that I cannot even place because I live under a tree. I mean, you saw the shrubbery of the tree earlier. I live under a tree. Alright. Let us see. Oh, that's like spot on. We have the dome. I see. Therefore I see. I am just cardboard. This is awful. Alright. We've got one dome. Now I need to cut paper to fit over the dome. I am concerned that this might be another difficult battle. Wait, no. I must cut this paper to fit over this first. So like this. Yes. Oh, it looks like a placard. Like a little Ouija board placard. Cool. I must match the pattern to this first and then cut the circle from it. Yes. Now we're using our thinker. Alright. I also have a devious little test I want to test out. I had been racking my brain for some months. I'm just like, how can I make this work? And whilst there's probably a much better way with coding to make it work, I don't know how to get the data requests from the programs I need in order to make that happen. So, I have realized that I can technically run multiple VTube models at once. With different cameras. And whilst I actually don't need the camera tracking for one, the only way you're able to use, like, animation hotkeys and stuff, seemingly, with a model is if it is, like, being tracked as, sorry, drop the pencil, as your main model, which means even if I make the model, like, say I was carrying the sexy fish around. If I made the sexy fish into, like, an object I could, like, wave around or, like, attach to my model, I can't change out the animations the fish is using. I can't even trigger those hotkeys. Like, I don't even think I can trigger them by name, seemingly. I had tested, and I don't think that worked. Very sad. But what I could do is if I run a separate instance of the software, I could be able to do all those animation hotkey triggers and stuff. And that means that I have a separate instance that I can hotkey movement to. This is a long-winded argument to say that I was disappointed to hear. Oh, Ace Attorney. Okay. Understood. This is all because I was disappointed to find out that it was not just like a magical butterfly that you can just like command the butterfly to do tricks, basically. I could technically do voice activation for certain like hotkey triggers, and yet it's like, no, it's actually just following a mouse, and I'm like, no, I refuse. I will not give up on this. No, we're making it happen. There will be. I actually rigged a terrible model today. I'm like, I will make a terrible butterfly thing because I found out you can run 2 instances of OBS, and I think this will technically work. And I'm just like, oh, we're doing it. We're going for it. That's my goal. And now I need that pencil that fell. Boom. Okay, I did roughly the circle shape. I mean, yeah, that would work. That would be the circle right up the shape. The question is, can I see the pencil on the pattern paper of geometry? Slightly. Alright. And within the circle, now I just have to work my way to the edge of the circle. And maybe just like open the circle more first. That way, I can actually tell what on earth I'm shopping and have maneuverability without tearing paper. Okay. We have started. It's working. Alright. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 3. Yee-hee. What? Alright. Paper is getting chopped into a circle. And then the circle will be able to hold glitter and glooply glopply sparkly bits. Sparkly bits was obviously the vocabulary that I was looking for, I think. Okay, it's... Oh, I cannot see the circle now. Aha! It's just with the pattern almost. Alright. That's a pretty good circle. Slightly off, but pretty good. Well, I see what I have done here. Excellent. Okay, and I've got this shape, and the flux. Yes. Yes. Pretty good. And now, we take the earlier shape, and we go like boom. 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 Almost. I think it's not quite sitting right. Yeah, I think the circle is slightly off at the top. That's where it needs. Bump, bump. Yeah, it just needs a little bit more finagling into place. Honestly, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Aside from the overall heart shape is off. Which means I have to take the cardboard back again. Well, fine then. Fine. Alright, you know what? Are we happy enough with the dome to... Nope, I gotta trim the inner part still. Gotta just go one last bit. Bump, bump, bump. Just this bottom bit. And then I'm going to attach the dome to the cardboard. So that way nothing more can be moving about. It's just like, it's locked in. And I'm gonna hold this side just a tad more. Come on. Oh, you, sir, chop. No. Come on. There we go. It's slightly, ever so slightly trimmed. Oh, what? No. Chop. Chop. This is just a fight. Chop, 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 chop. Chop. There we go. What? Okay. This is just not gonna be an easy battle. Nope. Alright, we're calling it at this point. It's not gonna get prettier. It's time to peel back the tape. L Death Note has followed you everywhere. Oh, I thought the top side was sticky too. Is this one only the underside is sticky? Well, I mean, we still have to cover it regardless. But still, huh? Alright. We have a dome! Yes! That looks so ominous. Ooh. Very good. Excellent. Oh, no, no! Get back! Get back here. Be back in business, boy. Does it want to stay taped in place well? Not really. That's what paper sandwich is for. Sandwich. Yeah, it just doesn't quite line up as you would hope. Oh. Okay. We've got two options. My choice is trim the cardboard, because the dome is staying, and I'm not... I could just recut the paper. I'm gonna recut the paper. Alright. Didn't want to have to do this, but sometimes you don't get a choice. Paper round 2. I am still just gonna chop the paper directly. Conserve as much space as I can. And I'll chop with the paper. Alright. I'm gonna give it extra wiggle room this time. That is the wise thing to do. Excellent. Fold this over. Hold it in place. Bum, bum, bum. Boom. Alright, almost there. Last bit. Excellent. It is in the correct place. Except it's extra difficult to make the circle now. No! So, what we ought to do is essentially get the outer heart perfectly in place, trim it to exact size, then fight with the circle. It's the only way. or it's the most effective way I can think of right now. Here we go. Boom. Trim that. Trim that there. Boom. And then we gotta trim the top bits as well. Yeah. Alright. Don't mess this up now. Gotta do the best you can. You can do it. Boom. Alright, line this up evenly. Okay, that side's already like super good. Boom. How do I get this circle? Oh wait, actually I can carefully lift up the dome. Alright. I lifted up the dome carefully. We have managed it. Dome is back in place. Check the shape. Verify the shapes. I think that checks out. Okay. The shapes have been verified. The shapes are shaping. And now it's time. Second round of trimming. Ugh. Pinch, snip. Oh. Perfect. Here we go. Circling around. Follow the line. And I went a little too fast, I think, so. Might be off again. Ah. Alright. Yeah, it's a little wonky, this side. Okay, circle. Show me what you got. I figured out what the issue is! It's because I'm tracing the heart and it's not perfectly symmetrical. That's the issue. Because if I go like this, it's like spot on. I understand the issue now. So wait, does that mean the inner one could be yes? Yes? Yes! Okay. So the outer part is going to have to be this. I'm not cutting another one. But the inside can be this. I think it's really pretty. Success! I am pleased with that realization. It should not have taken me that long to realize that. I'm normally pretty good about that. My bad. Alright. So, we have big glitter gun. Glitter! No! Captions, please! Wait, I gotta flip this one too. There we go. Glitter! I have to attach them. Those are things I should use the proper glue for. Oh no. I didn't bring the glue. I brought the dots, but not the glue. How dare you. I did not bring the glue. Yeah, it is a good pattern of floral. I agree, florals are a hard pattern to get right. It's got the right amount of monochromatic. It just is like, yes. Ah, I failed to reach the paper. Ugh. Use the feet. Yes. Now, I think glue is required. So, we'll be back with the glue. Vroomba boomba boomba. Vroomba boomba boomba. Where is... Find the thing. There we go. Alright. We shall be back. Oh, I didn't pull up the... I'ma go feed Uber guts. I have realized that I may not have, Oomp. Let me just, Oop. Huh? Is it not loaded? Where is the chat box? What? What? I think I didn't put the chat box in this one. Wait. Oh, I just have it turned off. Boink. I command you, chat. Chat box, how dare you? Huh? How? How have I managed this? Alright. I command. Boom. Boom. Do the thing. I did it! Oh my gosh. Yes! I did not realize that I hadn't set it up properly again. My bad! Whoa. Whoa. I mean, we did it though. Yeet. Bring on the yeet. Yes! Look at that. We did it. We have cooked. And I'm such a cutie fruity. Cutie fruity patootie. Alright, I'll be back with the glue. BRB. Go piss, girl. bum bum boom bum bum boom bum bum. No, I did not say Google. No. Ah. Whoa. Okay, we've got the glue. Boom. We have the glue and we have the glitter. Okay, this one has the glue. This one might be empty. Okay. Okay. Time to be slightly dangerous. As in, I might spill glue. It's fine. We're going to start. We have the glue. Okay. Now, like a fine drawing on a cheese pizza or a crepe at a maid cafe, we're gonna like, yeah, just spread the glue. Very. It's like the skill of macaroni art. I know what you're thinking, macaroni arts. What skill? That's child's play. Listen, if I had to make a parade float out of pasta, you're gonna suffer the absolute difficulty it is to make something with pasta, as I have. You must understand that reality. Paper is just flying. Get in the bucket. Alright. Doing my best to line this up. We got a sandwich. A little bit off. Alright. I think it's in place. And now I just have to make space. I do not need a chopping block. Chopping block, go there. That means we can flatten it out. Flat on the table. Flatten. Oh, that means I can actually test that I made this one properly as well. Beep. Wow. Beep beep. It does beep beep, yes. How did the thing entirely shift? Heart. Come on now. Be happy. It's okay, buddy. Oh. I'm going to be covered in glitter again, aren't I? Glitter, boom. Glitter, glory, glam. So shiny. Shiny. High fives. Bum bum bum. Alright. So there will be trimming I have to do on the back. I didn't leave enough to do a fold over edge. And that's fine. It's perfectly fine. Next we're gonna tackle the front of this one. I fear. Glue! Boom. Oh, come on. You've got this. Alright, we got some glue on one part. A bit of a line down the small sections. Boop, boop. Don't get the paper stuck before you finish placing the glue. That would be helpful. And right near the top of it as well. Push the glob around because I put too much in one spot. Alright. Very, very glue. Which is the correct one for the front now? Oh no. Is this? Oh no. Alright, test with the underneath part first. Okay, that looks... No, what? This is the one that goes on top. Okay. Really? I guess it is. Alright. But then if I put this one this way... Yeah, alright. I found the one that goes on top. Now, before I get glue all over myself. Look. It's on. It's sitting on. Gently. Line it up. As best we can. It's sandwiched. I think I was going to trim it more. Alas, it's flowerful. Power to the flowers. Sandwich. You gotta smooth out the paper and sandwich it correctly in place. That is one thing. Glue will sometimes make paper ripple if it is too much. Alright. I feel like this has rippled too much. However, it was mostly a timing issue. I put the glue down and then did not have the correct face for the thing. Yeah, I'm going to trim a little bit of the edge because there's a tiny hint of cardboard sticking out. Doesn't show up there, but we're gonna just nip it in the butt. Oh, this is difficult. Ooh. Would have made more sense to do with the other part. Yeah, I'm gonna wait before I trim anything else. It makes much more sense to do it with the backing, because then everything will be the exact same size. And there's a bit on the inner part of this I gotta trim. Just a little hairline. Ah! I hit more than just the hairline. Alright, come on, little snippet. Alright. We've got it. Boom! Alright, flower, power, lined up. Yep, that's good. Alright. Blue! Bring on the blue. Blue. Ah! Come on. Nope, we're cooperative today, aren't we? There we go. Ah. Sometimes it's just asking politely. And now the SpongeBob "May I take your hat, sir?" is stuck in my head again. May I take your hat, sir? No, I'm not wearing a hat. I have little horns. Yes, sandwich it. Sandwich it. Yeah, it honestly lined up pretty darn good. That's very satisfying. Alright. Gonna line up the edges as best we can, despite having a dome to fight with this side. Hold on. I think we've gotten it in place. Bum, bum, bum. Alright. And boom. Boom. Excellent. And then we can trim stuff, because it is too much. And I don't have enough to do a folding edge. Nope. How did you move all the way from here again? Stop. Okay. Alright. Good. Nope. Nope. You get back there, sir. Alright. There's just gonna be a bit of trimming to be done all around. Here we go. Trim, trim, trim. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll add extra glue around the edge bits to just seal the deal. Sandwich it all in place. Alright. Boom. Yeah, there was so much extra bits there. Okay. There we are. Slowly working our way around. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, this is gonna be a fight. Took too much in. Even it out. What to do? Oh. Ah! There we go. Perfect! And out. Trim this one. Oh. Well. Flip it over and trim this way. Yeah, we just gotta connect this middle bit. It's always difficult to get little corners. Not bad, not bad. Now we gotta continue to trim this side. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Even it out. Yeah, because I have to pull this in because this did not reach far enough. Alright. That actually worked. Not bad. Okay. Almost there. Alright. Now we have to add glue to the edge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take actually, let's take some off scrap of the cardboard. I'm gonna just get some glue on it. There's a little bit of a tiny glue stick brush. If the glue would cooperate. Yes, there we go. Alright. Tiny glue stick brush. And I'm just gonna like peel back some of this and put some glue in. Because then we'll be able to move it around and cement everything back in place. Oh yeah, like I can literally just lift up that whole area. Alright. At this point, it's going to be easier to just take the glue itself and sandwich it in between the layers. It's not fully dry, so I can just peel up the edges. Alright, bring on the glue. Ah! Come on. There we go. Got the glue. There we do. Here we go. Successful. And then we have this side pretty good, and then we just gotta do the same for this bit. Come on. Ah. Okay. And this section too. That should be enough. And remember, one egg is enough. One egg is enough. Oh, this part needs more. Oh. This side has more than enough now. The upper part needs more glue. Get in there. This is the struggle. You move the glue with your hand, and now your hand is the glue. Alright. Sandwiched. Sandwiched. Good, good. And now I gotta deal with this side. It's just all glue. In we got. Boom. Perfect. Yeah, because I can just like sandwich pinch this bit. Stick together. There we go. We have dots. Compiled. And I just got glue on the dome. No! The one thing you don't want to get the glue on. Not that pretty. Not that pretty shiny. There. Much better. Alright. Blech. Glue everywhere. I do not like all the bubbles. There's only so much you can do about the bubbles, though. It is what it is. And we have still the inner layer of this one to sandwich something. I think we'll use just a regular paper for this. Regular paper, put little writing bits on, and be happy. Let me grab that. Peppa, come here. Oh. Paper has been acquired. Bam. Sandwich these together, and then we can have all the glittery bits. Sandwich contraptions. Honestly, I can just chop it as is. Corner to corner. Bump, bump, bump. Collect the sandwiches. Do the sandwich shuffle. Yeah, see, I didn't do a smooth cut, but we're gonna have to trim all of it anyways. So it's all good. This part I'm gonna be a bit more careful about. What? Always the inner corner bits. Troublesome. There we go. And slide this way. Boom. Alright. It fits. It sits. Sandwich bits. Here we go. Glue. Oh, glitter. Don't attack everything. Glue. What? Bleh. Glue. Alright, glue bits. The general little line about. There we go. Extra bits by the inner center bit. And boom. Oh. Bam. Bam, bam. And then you take your sandwich. And you look at that sandwich and you say, bam. Bam, bam. Sandwich man. Boom. Sandwich man. See? Sandwich it. Whoop. Line it up. Sandwiched. Boom. It has been sandwiched. Alright. We're not getting air bubbles. No air bubbles. Be good. Fine, I didn't put the glue down evenly. It's my fault, I know. What? Okay. It has been smoothed out. Kind of. It's existing. We have most of the sandwich parts. It needs to be trimmed still, yes. And we need to have a backing for the eyeball thing is the word I was looking for. Gotta keep your eye on the prize. And the prize could be whatever you decide. Set your mind to. Oh. I feel like that might have hit the microphone. I'm so sorry. I managed to trim. What? Managed to trim this too much somehow? Now I'm just confused. How did I manage that? Skill. Okay, come on now. Boom. Alright. That's more even. Oh, I have to do the little inner parts of the heart. Alright, round the circle. Trim the edge. Easy. Easy. Yes. Trim. Trim. We're getting there. Alright. Alright. That's pretty good. Pretty good. There we have the little bablam. Kablam. Ding. Oh, it's so shiny. Woo. I like that it could be super shiny. Though the shapes are not consistent. They are not the same heart shape. It's fine. It's fine. It's still pretty. Like, it's very pretty. I mean, it's not actually that off in shape. I can actually make it... I can make it, like, the same shapes. Okay. Are we ready for a fight? Let's fight geometry. So, I've made it so that the one bottom corner, the two sort of points I can't really change, are like as matched up as I could get them. Oh, this is actually too long still. Hold on. I have to trim the blue a bit more. Come on. There we go, trimmed. So, I'm matching up the bottom points, which I can't change. These bottom points are getting matched up. And then all the little off-cut bits, I just have to essentially make just a bit more congruent. As best as possible. Though it's not easy to trim. Especially, I'm trimming through 4 layers right now. Well, more than 4 layers. Oh! Sorry. Now, we're gonna trim this little... That's an awful sound. I'm so sorry. Let me trim this bit. You know what? That's fine. Alright, so... Now what I have to do is flip the opposite way and trim down. Yeah. We're getting there. Trim. Come on. Ooh. Oh, this is just painful on the scissors. Ah. Alright, we got that. Trim the upper parts. Oh, it's gonna move is the issue. It's always gonna move just a bit, and then you're gonna take too much away. That's the battle. It's give and take, except you can only take. You can't really add back what you take away. So, you gotta be careful. Alright. I'm gonna try and stick with just trimming the one side. And any bits after that can be done after that. That way we get one side matched up, and anything we couldn't see will be in place still. And then I can make it even. Alright. We've got this. Yes. Oh, this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to just manually trim by guessing how much further I have to go. Yep. Line it up. That's not bad. Pretty good. Almost there. Yeah, and then we just gotta do this side. Circle around one last time. Boom, boom, boom. Check the back. A little bit at the top here. Just some segments to get a tiny bit. Yeah, in this little corner here. There we go. And this bit, I'm not gonna fight the inner curve, we'll just do this outer corner. Lovely. Whoop. There. Ding. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit of a fight at some spots. And yet, we've done it. We've gotten it pretty close. Yeah. Pretty close. I'm happy with that shape. Yippee! Well. Okay. The base shapes are done. Now we can add some decorative bits. Wonderful little decoration blobs. Now, I know I showed some of the little glittery glooples, so I think we have to have something of the little film strips in it. Carefully open them. Don't be super crunchy. Whoop. Ha! Alright. We've got our film strip bits. I was attacked by a bunch of film strips. My bad. They are just gonna keep falling. Okay. We have options. Where? What? Ah! I found it. Okay. We have the film strip bits. We've got the little papery bits. Such as paper pie. Pie-shaped pie, of course. Of course I did that. Oh, I just got terrified. I realized my original model, some of its extra mouths are in here. So I was just like, why is there a random mouth? Ah! I understand now. I forgot about that being a thing. Man. Alright. Big paper bits. Ooh! What's flying? Okay. Leave those papers over there. We've got the little photo thing of... Stop being shiny. Ah. Okay, trust me, it's a bird. Wait, I can just like, smack. It's bird and you can. Yeah, it's just doing a little jig. Frogs are ever so important. Frogs. What other papery outfit bits? Oh, the froggy gripper socks. I don't think I ever cut those out. So I think instead of froggy gripper socks, I shall add in the suit and tie. Suit and tie. I think those are good little pieces to add. And hopefully there's something cool in the fairy mixture. Ooh! Yeah, there's definitely something cool in this fairy pack. Or fairy mermaid! Oh my goodness! I really like the paper from this collection. It was so nice. I am covered in so much paper. What do I expect, really? This is so pretty! Oh my gosh, look it. It's such a pretty little card. This was gorgeous paper. Oh my gosh. Like the pearl pattern? Oh, so good. And then we've got seashell. Seashells by the seashore. The fish are beautiful. Oh my goodness. I am just obsessed with these little fish. Look it. This is just... Oh, there's a little moon bit. A little swirly. Ah! I got it. Okay, we can have a cool mustache. Look at this little fish. So pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't want to use up all of the mermaids. So I'm going to keep it to that amount of mermaid for now. Of course, we have the original sparkly Yucan banner bit. And the cool leaves. I like these leaves. They're very, ow, fun. And we have like food sticky note bits. This food is yummy. They really are adorable. Aw, sandwiches. Though my favorite is probably the little sticky note tabs. What? It's so cute. It's like little desserts. Ah. And I have glitter dots to add. Because of course I do. And some coolie. And a mushy. Mushy. Mushrooms. That was so cute. Not in the machine. I said mushy. I said hello. Boop. The mushy. There's a secret snail. Secret snail. I'm so happy. I like snails. And I want a purple blue leaf. And a lily pad for the frog. Do-do-do. And of course, I have a stamp that I don't think I have shown properly yet. It is an excellent little stamp. It was just difficult to carve. Oh, and I have a little fluffy pin badge thing. It's felted. And then I tacked it down with the running stitch along the edges. The stamp. I have the power. I am not going to fight with the glue anymore. Glue, you can sit over there. It is time to bedazzle and bedecorate. And that means actually making room on the table. Just a little bit. Just so you can see. I can deal with the mess. You might not want to. Here we go. Alright. Film to the side. Paper. Yeet. Okay. I have managed to make some space. Ding. Oh. The little tag is so cute. Alright. Prepare for planting face first into the paper. And a 1, a 2. Whoop, 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 whoop. This is an awful idea. Okay. Slide the keyboard. Boom. Multitude of mice. Alright. We've got. Boom, 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 boom. There we have it. And we have room for the fish. Oh, look at those fish. Yeah. Yeah, it's a fish. And of course, we're gonna put little glittery bits in the little compartment afterwards. So, on the top part, I want probably something water themed. Like, look at these sticky notes. Oh, it's green, so it's gonna be angry. I'm sorry. Let me help you out there. We don't need you to be green blind. We can do something about this. Let me... Boom. There we go. Now you're not green blind. You can see the green. Yeah, see? It's pretty. So I want frogs. I want this to like partially obscure. And then we can have a bit on top. I don't know, maybe just set that to kind of hold it for now. So we got this really cute frog. Actually, the frog can go right in sync with the corner. Boom. And then we can put something specifically on the lily pad. I know it's gonna swibble and flobble, but right now. These fish are lovely. So I want them to like circle the inner circle. Aww. Such cute fish. Oh no, everything. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me, everything. I can't even locate what's screaming. That's how bad the pile of paper has gotten. Ooh. This is what happens when you have too many devices. They will all scream at different times. Mwah. Boom. I also want this leaf. I love this leaf. It's purple and blue and it's great. And I want these leaves too. But I think they might have to go elsewhere. They don't match the vibe. I'm vibe checking. Mushies have to go inside. Fruit has to go in, or not fruit, but like dessert has to go inside, like. Oh. Ah. Directionally opposite. Yeah, like the little fruit has to go inside. And then, same with outfit bits and bobs. We will have a seashell though. This will get something put on top of it. Oh, I know exactly what will go on top. A stamp. Mustache. I don't know why I find that mustache so amusing. I just do. It is fun. Alright. So, for the outer part, I'm pretty firm in the placement of that. I'm gonna tack that in place with tape. Real crafters know, or at least scrapbooking, you want the roll tape. It will make your life so much better. Certain things do have to be glued in place, but for the most part, this stuff is your friend. And that's the other thing, most people don't know with like tape and stuff. There's a reason why scrapbook tape is so expensive. And that's mainly because scrapbook tape, like, is almost always designed to be acid-free. So it won't eat your paper and disintegrate. This is made for, like, photo albums and things. So even the type of paper you use, like, yes, there's fun prints for scrapbook paper. That is partially why some of them are so expensive. Oh no! His eyeball is attached to my hand. I'm sorry, frog. Here, we'll... Like, you want to use special papers because they also tend to be acid-free. And just cool patterns. Who doesn't want cool pattern paper? I think you're missing out if you don't want cool pattern paper. Happy with the frog. Boom. That's the frog. Yeah, because we can add something in that section. I don't think the shell makes sense. But I will do the fish. Now, fish, if I can find a bump. I know, it's a weird term. It's like just... Oh no, that's a die cut. Do I have any random bumps? Good question. I do not see a bump. Oh wait, my other bin might have it. Get over here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bin, 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 bin. Bin, 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 bin. Alright. That's more types tape. I have these lovely flowers that I can put. It would go grand lily pad. Yes. That's perfect. Perfect for that spot. Yeah, I do not have a little foam bump. It's normally just like a bit of foam that has sticky bits on each side. And then you're able to like raise up your things. Or sometimes you get elevated and raised glue dots. Those do the same thing. Wait, what is this just an empty box? Possibly. Very likely. Definitely. You never know. Yeah, no, those are just labels. Okay. So, we do not have cool bumps. Unfortunate. We have adhesive dots, though, and we have rolling tape. So, fish, you are going to make friends with dots, maybe? Let's see. Where is a dot? Oh, no. Dots. What? Is this just tape? Okay, this roll might be just tape. The dots is this mess? Fear the dots. Fear them I shall. Mostly because it just got unrolled and became an absolute chaos. Alright. So this one has a tiny little dot on it. What? What? Okay. This has a tiny little dot on it. This is what's gonna go on the fish. So one side has a plastic bit, the other side has a dot. I'm just gonna go like smack. Boom. Now the fish has one dot. And you have tiny little clear papers that fly about that you have difficulty locating afterwards. The hazards of scrapbook. Oh, alright, pull that back. And there, we'll have fish. Let me move this fish into view. There, fish. These, do they actually have an adhesive dot already? Oh. I cannot tell. Oh dear. Okay, it has some mild adhesive. The adhesive is just firmly stuck to the cardboard. What? Slow and steady runs the race. What? Okay. I've managed to mostly pull this one up. I'm still going to add another dot onto this because I would not trust it without it. Because that was rather difficult to pull up and yet is falling apart a little bit. Okay, careful, glue dots, be good. Make friends. You're all part of a team. Okay. As I have half the dot stuck to me now. Oh no. There we go. They're friends. They're on a team together. They're sportsmanly. I have another dot. I'm going to add that. There we go. Okay. Dots added. I want to build up something over that part. So I might just have to center this for now. Only thing that makes sense. Centered, and then we'll put something over there later. Fish. Fish. This one didn't have a dot that moved with it. Oh, okay. Fish to dot. I don't think that worked. But I have another dot stuck to me, so... Oh, I have two dots now. Wait, one is on each... What? Fish, how have you managed this? This dot just will not... Oh my goodness. I have been attacked by dots. In the polka dot house. In polka dot dreams. I remember being attacked by polka dots. Oh. Careful, okay. Fish! Yes. Okay, we have maybe 2 functional dots on the fish. Get over here, little fish. Yes. Alright, we got some dots. And now you, fish. Circle around, fish. Boom. Yay, fish! I love these fish. They look so nice. Oh no! This is no way to fold over a chair. Ow. I was attacked by the chair arm when I folded over to grab the paper. Not a wise decision. But an adventurous one. Boom. Yes! And the next dot goes to... ice cream. Ice cream is good. ice cream's pretty yummy foods. Line it up. Perfect. Nope, that's not. There we go. Better. Fish! Rude! How could you? How could you? How could you, fish? No. Come on. A one fish, a two fish. There. Fish. Happy fish. Something will have to go here, and that will likely be doily. Let me acquire a pink doily. Boom. Ooh, that's too big. We could trim it in half, though. In the spirit of scrapbooking, trim it in half. Alright, I'm gonna go between the pattern. Whoa. So then it can be like just a half circle bit. It can flail. I'll probably go under the lip. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna lift this up. Yeah, okay. Tape across underneath. Add some extra for the top bit. Line up the doily in place. I think that's about lined up. There we go. Doily in place, and I know I've lifted this all up again. It's worth it though. So now we get to have a cool little doily bit. Perfect. And then sentiment will go there of the stamp. Stamp. There's the stamp. Yeah, because it will fit like just barely. It'll still fit though. Do I have a good circle? I don't normally have little circle paper bits. See, this is why I thought doily. It fits on the circle. So, I'm going to take another doily. Oh, wait, no. Use the rose paper from earlier. Use a die cut punch. Problem solved. So, this is going to be top bits, paper of plain color on top of that. That is going to be glitter paper, not what I'm looking for. Is this normal paper? Yep. Alright. Hole punch, die cut. Alright. Grab the circle punch. Well, one of many circle punches. This is gonna be probably a good size for this one. In goes the paper. Line up the paper. In the circle. In the circle. And punch. Whoop. Oh yeah. Clean punch. Yes. That's pretty good. And then I want a smaller punch for the next bit. And I probably have one. Yes, I do. Although, upon inspection, the stamp is almost exactly that size, and that is a much smaller size. Okay, so we're gonna just use the same punch we just previously used for the white paper. Or, no, it can overflow. Yeah. Use the small punch for the white paper. Tack these two papers together first, then do the stamp. It'll work. Brilliant. Okay. I'm going to use a glue dot. I might regret this choice. But hey. A deal is a deal. It's done. It's together. Woohoo! Now, I'll lift all of this up. Slide it over. Move the bits. Grab the... Where's the foam? There's stamping board. Oh, there we go. I can actually just use some cardboard. Boom. Cardboard, stamp. Ink is in the box that placed where? How do I manage this? Oh, it jingled. It jangled. I'm perplexed. How could I have lost the ink? Ink? The ink had its own dedicated basket. So the answer is I probably just didn't bring it in the room. Somehow? Yup. That's what happens. I see. So, we have most of this kind of base laid out. I need to add this guy still. And probably tack in that tail. Just a hint. Someone's got to tack in the tail. Boom. Alright. We've got a tail. We've got the fish. And I want this to tuck like that. That works. That works. So, we're gonna run this along here. So all of this area should be on the actual paper. Yep. And now, the other bits that weren't covered, tack those in. That works. I honestly really dig this. It's looking good. Of course, this will have to go here, but offset. It's looking funky. Okay. So something has to go here. And I don't think it's going to be the tag too much. I don't think the fluffy will work. Well, I don't mind the fluffy. What about... Oh, the photo's going to be too big, isn't it? Yeah, a bit too big. I was going to say, put that in a film piece. Like, that would be kind of cool. But it's just too big. Okay. Alternatively, I can trim the image. I don't want to, but it's doable. Or if I added the no can flu or something. I mean, that kind of works. And it's funky. Just I don't think it's the right pattern. Not the right color palette. I do like this. I just really love purple. What I say? Purple. Yeah, I think purple and something to go there is the winning ticket. And we got the seashell. Moustache. Let's get the seashell in place. Blue dot on. No, that's gonna be too busy then. If I did go this way, what? It doesn't balance out the leaf. The leaf is what's the leading line. That does kind of work. But I think I prefer it there. Yeah, I prefer it there. A little mustache hiding out still. I like that it's pretty plant-like on the front. I do like the cutesy food, but just doesn't match the vibe. So maybe we can pull these in now. What if we brought these into like this section? That's building something. It's building something. I don't mind that as a concept. Yeah, it has the little leaves there. And then no, it's gonna cover the fish. I do like this patch. It will not fit in there, not in the room. Yeah, that's the only place where the patch could really go. Okay. So, I don't think the patch is a priority for the front. I think we could add a cool bit of the paper there. Maybe behind the leaves. Yeah. Cool paper bit behind the leaves. Get the leaves in place. And then stamp that. Yeah, I like that. It's cool. I'm gonna go like that to have the least bits splayed out. So that way we don't have any of it breaking. So that's the fear. I'm gonna use the traditional glue. Or like the liquid glue for it. Because I don't trust... What? I don't trust this with just the tape. It's a little bit more porous and industrial. Making paper is finicky, to say the least. Boop, boop. Alright. It's in place. Oh. It can move from place. Yeah, like already that part is broken off, essentially. Mortar and pestle, not the way to make paper. You'll learn. You'll learn over time. And then these two leaves I'm gonna just like tape together kind of thing. I'm just gonna... Look. And no. It's gonna fight me. Please tape. Yes. What? Alright. I gathered up a bunch of little tape niblets. Bam. Tape niblets. And then we're gonna just spin this. And I'm gonna slide it under the leaf by the fish. And sandwich that all together. Yes. Alright. Room? This is working out pretty good. I unironically love the little mustache thing just chilling there for now. It looks really nice. So, at this point, I think we must finish it off with this little bitsy bob at the bottom. We gotta stamp that. So, I speedrun, get the ink. It's just an ink pad. I don't have to sit and mix it, don't worry. And I can show you the other little sparkly surprise. Got a room. Room! We've got ink. So, it now is a matter of color palettes. I have a mint. I just don't believe it will show up bright enough. So I think navy blue is the winner, once again. Ink pad, open. Open? There we go. The ink pad is open. Lid is back on the glue. Glue is back in the bin. I'm going to move everything out of the way. So we have a flat-ish surface. The flatter you can get it, the better. And also just like something that has slight like give to it is super helpful. Because that way you just get an even stamp. Oh, there's little fibers. Get out of there, fibers. We are not having little fibers in here right now. Alright, we have inked it up. It's pretty inked up. This is not a material that likes these type of stampers, so it's always a fight. And I'm just going to do the best I can to line this up. And what do I want it to be? Bottom. Okay, this is gonna be the bottom here. Line it up. So go like this. Yeah, I've got like a little bit of give. Okay. Center point. Point. It's on. Press. Evenly press all directions. Do a slight wiggle, but push in. This is why I want something with give so it doesn't slip on you. And boom. Hey. It ain't perfect, but it's pretty good. That's pretty spot on. Damn. I'm content with that. That's the good stamp. We're gonna take it. That's our winner. And we're going to... Ooh, how do I best do this? Okay. I'm going to just tape across this area. Mustache, stay in place. Just carefully kind of sandwiched all those different layers. And I said this was the bottom. I just gotta spin it my way to see. Oh! Okay. So, this is in fact the bottom. I just have to line it all up. I think that's the spot. I'm very carefully pressing in place because that is wet ink. But I think we've got the top layer. Woo! Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. Woo! That worked out so nice. I'm sure there'll be some little trinket to put in this corner at some point. But for now, that's pretty good. Unless, well, snail friend, will you be cool, snail friend? I don't think snail friend is the winner, unfortunately. Though he is pretty cute. It is pretty cute. It's just the wrong color scheme. I don't have red in this enough. We managed to get away a bit with the pink. I just don't think mushroom snail is the winning. Alright. So, with this lovely little decorative top part to the manifesto, I think it is time we say, let the ideas cook. It's still looking pretty good. I honestly adore it so far. And we got the glitter back, of course. Glitter, glory, glam! And then we got, like, all of the purple roses underneath. Oh, the different backings on the fish and stuff looks so good. So I can make it so that something's always in there, so we don't see that bit. Like, oh, yes. Glitter, glory, glam! Bump, bump, bump. Alright. Time to be unable to see green again. Whoa. I hope you were prepared for I didn't show you the thing. 1 second. I had meant to show you. We actually have little, like, crystally bits. I had done some off pours of resin stuff for little crystal things. So, it's a little chaotic. But we do have some little sparkly shapes. So, I'm sure those are gonna get used somewhere in this. You just gotta, at this point. You're like, we've already gone the glitter route. You just have to. Alright. Now, heading over to other lands. Boom. Face the cute berry. I know, this is not what you were expecting, is a little nod at the end. I am still a very cute berry. I'm a goodwill bean. Best bean. Whoop. Big bean. Bam. So, if you can forgive the cute berry state. What? Let me scoot. Woohoo. What? That. I don't have a funky, cool schedule thing to show you at the end, unfortunately. I wish I did. It is quite a long journey. And the opening has not yet cooked. We will get there. It will be glitter, glory, glam. New is a new genre. It is about the concept of new, of ebbing and flowing, of continually changing between what is expected and unexpected. I don't want the same. Most of the things I want don't exist. I just gotta make them. So, I have to make them. That's just what it needs to be done. Plain and simple. And to that I say, new you, new day. Because if you can do anything, then what would you do? For me, I'd still make things. Always. That's just what I do. So, what do I make? That is the question. And the goal is new. Whatever new may be. Just new. Digital and corporeal artists. A genre in and of itself. Don't get into the whole, like, it's like drawing and sculpture as a practice, and then you'll just limit yourself. The only reason I went with digital and corporeal is specifically a nod to, well, being a big paper bean. Like, a lot of people will not see a VTuber as a person. And personally, as someone who has no issue with showing my face, but still loves VTubing as a medium, and as a, like, technology, as an artistic creation, an outlet, I must say, that's sad. This is so cool. I know sometimes my mouth tracking gets very angry, but also, my mouth is made of paper. I don't know what to tell you. So, the fact that I chose being digital and corporeal is a simple statement of there's still a person here. And I will ebb and flow between both of them to make that point clear. That's all it needed to be. People are people. Even if they're a fruit. Or a penguin. Or paper. People are people. Same peopleness. That's all it had to be. Trying to make sense of things from within the things. They're not always gonna make sense. They're not always gonna be what you wanna be. So just make them what you wanna be. That's how you be who you got to be. Because you can do what you wanna do. And make what you wanna make. You can do it. Wah. Remember, you can do it! New me, new you. You just have to do what you have to do. Be the best you can be. So you can be who you were meant to be. Bleh. I mean, it might be less angry if I had more lighting. I just didn't put the lights up. No lights? No music? Just sparkles. Glitter on, everyone. Very glab. Glob go glab go glab. Very glab. Have a fun time. Here's to new. And yes, there will be lots of glitter too. It's different, but also new. See you. Thank you. Wah. Bye, y'all.